You've been asking God to open your eyes, and He did. Now you see the compromise, the lukewarmness, the fake worship, the comfortable Christianity that everyone else seems blind to. And congratulations, because now you're the target. Here's what nobody tells you about spiritual sight. The moment you see what others don't, you become the most dangerous person in the room, and they will come for you. I need 9 minutes to show you the very real dangers you're about to face and how to survive them without losing your faith or your mind. Let me be brutally honest with you. You're not imagining it. The church is compromising. People are playing Christian. Your leaders might be avoiding hard truths. Your community is choosing comfort over obedience. You see it. It's real. God opened your eyes for a reason. But here's the first harsh truth nobody prepared you for. When you see what others don't, you become a threat. Not because you're wrong, because you're right. And nothing terrifies comfortable Christianity more than someone who can see through it. You know what happened to every prophet in the Bible who saw what others didn't? Jeremiah was thrown in a pit. Isaiah was sawn in half according to tradition. Elijah was hunted by Jezebel. John the Baptist lost his head. Stephen was stoned. Jesus himself, who saw everything, was crucified by the religious people who refused to see. And you think you're going to see the truth clearly and everybody's just going to celebrate you for it? Here's the danger you need to understand. The people who don't see what you see won't just ignore you. They will actively work to silence you, discredit you, and remove you. Not because they're evil, because you're exposing what they've worked so hard to hide, even from themselves. Jesus said in John 3 verse 20, "Everyone who does evil hates the light and will not come into the light for fear that their deeds will be exposed." You became the light, and now you're wondering why people are hiding from you. Let me show you the 3 very real dangers you need to prepare for. Danger number 1, you'll be labeled. The moment you speak what you see, they'll give you a label to dismiss you. You're too judgmental. You're divisive. You're causing disunity. You're not being loving. You're too extreme. You need to submit to leadership. These aren't responses to what you said. They're defense mechanisms to avoid dealing with what you saw. When Amos confronted Israel's compromise, the priest Amaziah told him, "Get out, you seer. Go back to the land of Judah. Earn your bread there and do your prophesying there. Don't prophesy anymore at Bethel." Translation, we don't want to hear it. Take your truth somewhere else. The labels aren't meant to correct you. They're meant to quarantine you. And here's what breaks my heart. Some of those labels will come from people you trusted, people you loved, people you served alongside. Danger number 2, you will be isolated. When people can't silence you with labels, they'll remove you with isolation. Suddenly, you're not invited anymore. The group chats go quiet when you speak. The leaders stop asking your opinion. Your friends get distant. You'll be there physically, but you'll feel invisible. Galatians 4 verse 16 says, "Have I now become your enemy by telling you the truth?" Paul experienced this. So will you. And the isolation will be subtle. No one will tell you directly, "We're cutting you out." They'll just stop including you. You'll start wondering if you imagined the closeness you once had. You didn't. It was real. But truth has a way of revealing who is really with you and who is just comfortable around you. Danger number 3, you will be spiritually attacked in ways you've never experienced. Listen carefully to this. When you see what others don't and you choose to stand on that truth, you're not just dealing with people anymore. You're dealing with spiritual forces that have worked hard to keep those people blind. Ephesians 6 verse 12. "For our struggle is not against flesh and blood, but against the rulers, against the authorities, against the powers of this dark world, and against the spiritual forces of evil in the heavenly realms." You will face doubt like never before. Am I crazy? Am I wrong? Is it really that bad? Or am I just being harsh? You'll face exhaustion. Spiritual warfare is draining. You'll face temptations you never struggled with before, to quit, to compromise, to just go along to get along. And the attacks will come through people you love. That's the hardest part. Your spouse might think you're overreacting. Your parents might tell you to calm down. Your friends might say you've changed. And the enemy will whisper, see? Even they don't see it. Maybe you're the problem. Here's the second shocking truth. The danger of seeing what others don't isn't that you might be wrong. It's that you might be right, and you'll pay a price for it that no one warned you about. So how do you survive this? How do you keep your faith when the cost of seeing clearly is this high? First, anchor yourself in Scripture, not in people's approval. You're going to lose approval. Accept that now. But Galatians 1 verse 10 says, am I now trying to win the approval of human beings or of God? Or am I trying to please people? If I were still trying to please people, I would not be a servant of Christ. Read that again. You can have God's approval or people's approval. Very rarely will you have both. Choose now which one you're living for. Second, find your Elijah's cave, but don't stay there. After Elijah confronted Jezebel and the prophets of Baal, he ran to a cave. He was exhausted, afraid, alone, and God met him there, fed him, spoke to him. But then God said, go back. You're not done. You need moments to withdraw, to rest, to hear from God away from the noise. But don't build your home in isolation. That's not where God called you. Even Elijah didn't know that God had 7,000 others who hadn't bowed to Baal. He thought he was alone. He wasn't. Neither are you. Third, love them anyway. This is the hardest one. The people who label you, who isolate you, who misunderstand you, who attack you. Love them anyway. Not because they deserve it, because Jesus did the same. Luke 23 verse 34. Father, forgive them, for they do not know what they are doing. They really don't know. They can't see what you see. That's the whole point. Your job isn't to force them to see. Your job is to keep loving them while you stay faithful to what you see. Fourth, remember, you're in good company. Every single person in Scripture who saw clearly and spoke truthfully faced exactly what you're facing. Moses was rejected by his own people multiple times. Jeremiah was called a traitor. Jesus was called demon-possessed. Paul was accused of causing riots everywhere he went. If you're seeing what others don't and speaking what others won't, you're walking the same path they walked. And yes, it cost them. It will cost you too. But Hebrews 11 calls them the heroes of faith for a reason. Here's the third brutal truth. The danger of seeing what others don't is real. But the danger of not seeing, of staying blind and comfortable, is infinitely worse. Listen to me carefully. God didn't open your eyes to destroy you. He opened your eyes to use you. But He never promised it would be safe. Comfortable Christianity wants safety. Biblical Christianity promises sacrifice. You're going to lose friends. You're going to be misunderstood. You're going to face spiritual warfare you never signed up for. And in the middle of all of it, you're going to be tempted to go back to blindness, to pretend you don't see what you see, to compromise for the sake of peace. Don't, because Jesus said in Matthew 5, "Blessed are those who are persecuted because of righteousness, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. Blessed are you when people insult you, persecute you, and falsely say all kinds of evil against you because of me. Rejoice and be glad, because great is your reward in heaven. For in the same way they persecuted the prophets who were before you." You're in the lineage of prophets now. It won't be comfortable, but it will be worth it. So here's your choice. You can close your eyes again. Pretend you didn't see what you saw. Go back to comfortable Christianity where everyone likes you, where you can keep your eyes open, your heart soft, and your faith strong, and trust that the God who gave you sight will sustain you through the cost of it. The danger is real, but so is He. Now walk forward with your eyes wide open.